In today's episode, we build an apartment for the detectives. Let's go. Alright, so we're in San Myshuno. We did 2 apartments earlier in the gray building. We'll put a link here somewhere. This pink building is going to be where our detectives live. So we're just sort of mapping out where everything's going to be. There's going to be a bedroom and a lounge here. Then over here we'll have like a consultation room for the clients. These 2 do not do a lot of home cooking. They're usually out on a case, so maybe they'll go to like a restaurant or a diner or a bar or a hot dog stand. The bedroom's usually locked, not only for rest and relaxation, but also there's a lot of confidential material in here. We want to set up this consultation room nicely as well. We'll have some files here and telephone, a little lamp if they're working late at night. They do chat about cases at night here. We'll give them a little table. Oh, by the way, we're kind of speeding through this just to set everything up. But no worries, if you see something you like, we are going to intermission, but then after that we're going to have a leisurely tour of the apartment. Okay, just setting up a little bit more detail here. We're going to add some travel trunks here because they do travel a bit, and then we'll go to see what the Sims are doing. Alright. So it seems they closed this ransom case. They got the bad guys, they got the bag of money. They're always on a shoestring, something's always going wrong, so she's fixing this radio here. The case is closed, they only have to wait for the client to call to get this bag of money. Something is bothering him about this case, though. Oh, the bad guy shot at them, and she jumped in front and got dinged in the arm. He's really upset about this. And she's like, it's just a scratch, just get me a burger. And he's like, no, we're getting VIP tickets to the World Series. It's not just a scratch, you could have died. And she's like, well, make it a deluxe burger. And he's like, you're not funny. And she's like, yes, I am. And he's like, we'll go to El Marroquin. We'll dance all night. And she's like, imagine his aim had been better. He'd be getting me champagne. And he's like, oh, isn't she sweet? Hold on a second. What do you mean if his aim had been better? I'm in love with a nut. Anyway, she's playing a drinks girl at the casino, so she's getting ready. Practicing vodka gimlet, martini, champagne. Oh, just have a Pepsi, it's a nickel. Spritz, spritz. Oh, she has an idea. She's just like, I don't know, darling, what about this drinks tray? Is this convincing? And he's like, I'm convinced. If we weren't on a case right now. Anyway, he's like, all right, darling, don't forget your camera. And she's like, if someone takes a pot shot at you, remember to duck. And he's just like, you took a bullet for me, I'll try to stay alive. Would you be heartbroken if something happened to me? And she is like, yes, my love, of course I would. I'm still waiting for that burger. Anyway, she's here at this casino. She needs a good vantage point. There's some construction up here. This might be a good spot, or maybe she'll hide behind the curtain. We really have no idea. Anyway, in the meantime, he gets a call. They have to deliver this film reel tomorrow. So that's fine, but in the meantime, he has to do a little investigating here. So he's gathering some information. He's just blending into the environment here. Local handyman, nothing to see. Oh, look at this. He sees something. Maybe he's got a lead. He's trailing someone for sure. Anyway, let's go back to the apartment. We did promise we'd show you this. So they do have some trunks here for traveling. They do have a lounge so they can relax, a record player, and a radio. But they also have a map of the city here, cameras, a telephone book, alarm clock. They don't really have regular hours because a case could come in at any time. This you've seen. This is where they get outfitted for various jobs. There are wigs here, outfits, all kinds of things they can disguise themselves in. Over here, they usually sit here and chat at night about various cases. So they've got like the film reel they have to deliver tomorrow. They have some letters here from clients. And this little dog is from the first case they ever did together. And there's a card game. Someone needs to finish that eventually. Alright, so let's take a look at this room. It does get chilly, so there's a fireplace here. There's a typewriter, camera, a wrench, part of a disguise, but also handy in general, and a little telephone here. A console television, which they rarely watch, and a radio. Back here we have case files, leads, addresses, case notes, all kinds of things in here. The bathroom is pretty simple, nothing here but a can of shaving cream since he shaved earlier that morning. The kitchen, they really don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Although there is a board game, maybe they'll play that at some point if they have time. They do have some mementos here. There are 3D glasses. They were on a case in a movie theater. Here's a cookbook that no one ever uses. Movie stubs, some glasses, bottles of wine, some glasses over here on the side. They have a toaster here for a very quick meal, and this, look at this magazine. It's from we don't know when. What is she doing here, popping out of a cake? That seems risque for the time period. And here we do have the glasses. They had to run out on a different case, and they just left them there. Alright, and in the center we have the heartbeat of the apartment, the cases. Speaking of cases, here they are back again. She got into a gunfight just here as well, Little Red Riding Hood. Anyway, everything was fine. She hit him with a day-old baguette. He's like, that's my doll. So there's a new case in Las Vegas. A lot of money. Art thief, jewel thief, we don't know. And it's just roses are red, violets are blue. I will certainly go to Las Vegas with you. And she's like, that reminds me of a situation. He was like, I am that situation. She's like, don't hold a grudge. I did find a locksmith after all. It was really hard that time of night too. I guess they're going to Vegas to scandalize the rest of their hotel patrons. Anyway, we're trying to get them to take a shower, but they're just tra-la-la. Second time trying to get them to take a shower. She's just up here like, ooh la la. But he's just happy to see her alive. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, in the shower at last. Maybe they can talk about some cases after that. So we put them in the dressing gowns and we think, oh, they're going to talk about cases now. But no, she sits down and they just start flirting again. They had to develop these photos. They have to collect the fee for this ransom case. Do you think they care? Not at all. Actually, we'll just go with it. It's been a long day anyway. So let's see if we can get them to talk business now. Oh, finally at last. So they do have to book this trip to Vegas. They do have they have 3 new cases this week. And she has to type up a report here. They're trying. They are actually the best detectives in the business, but work hard, play hard, I guess. Oh, they do have some leads on cases. They're swapping leads here. They'll clean up the whole city in like a month. He's feeling playful. We don't know what he's doing. Oh, look at this. He's like, while we're talking cases, let me talk about the biggest case of my life, the biggest case of my career, the biggest case of everything. There's this dame, see? She's hotter than hellfire, see? Biggest thief in the universe. And she's like, oh, really? And he's like, that's the one who stole my heart. And it's a picture of her. And she's like, you know what? You're not funny. And he's like, yes, I am. How's your arm, by the way? And she's like, it's doing better than your jokes. So he's trying to spit out these 3 little words, and she's like, don't wait for me, I'm worse at this than you are. And he's like, when words fail is music. She's like, good point. Do you want to dance? And he says, always. So we'll leave them here to enjoy that. That is our apartment for our detectives. Happy simming, and talk to you in the next episode.